Hello everyone, welcome back to Empathy Connect YouTube channel. Yes, over time I've spoken about all over time I started a series on how to create the healthy and happy marriage. Then the first video I spoke about the four marital satisfaction that we have, the four marital journey that we have. We have the enchantment stage. I explained it. I explained the solution stage, and then I move forward to explain the obligation and then the more matured love stage. And from there, I explained to us that this marital journey is like the parable of the seed sower in the Bible, where there are so many investments that goes into having a fruitful marriage. And so after speaking about that, we move to the four toxic pattern of every marriage. And from there, we then spoke about the six great habits of a good marriage. So the first great habit of a good marriage that I talked about in the I think second video or third video is the gift of responsibility. Yes, self-responsibility. We spoke about self-responsibility, responsibility to, and responsibility to for. Yes, I'm just doing a brief recap in case I have someone that is just joining the channel for the first time. So as for you to be able to understand what exactly we are talking about today. So the second habit of a great marriage is honoring your spouse, which I spoke about, speaking your spouse's love language and also, accepting them as they are and understanding your partner's bill of rights in marriage. So from there, now the next thing we're going to be talking about is the friendship stage of marriage. Yes, this is one of the great habits of a good marriage. When you see good marriage out there and you're just like, oh, I love the way their friendship is. Sincerely, it is true because a marriage without friendship will definitely collapse or just we collapse or move towards the um, obligation stage without moving to friendship or even the more matured love stage. So let's talk about friendship. You see, friendship don't just happen. Sincerely, there is a way, there is an attraction that comes together at the moment you people see each other for the first time or over time. There is a way you create bond within yourself or among yourself. Now, going forward, friendship is built with intentionality. It requires a lot of effort for you to see it being fruitful and even manifesting into more matured love stage. Now, under this friendship stage, I'm going to be talking about the first one, which is the get to know your partner. And before then, I want you to know that friendship is all about revitalizing your partner's positive feelings. I mean, intentionally choosing to ignore the negative feelings and going with the positive feelings. Now, friendship is created by taking responsibility. You can't okay, let's just dive into it so that I am not just picking what from different subtopics under friendship. Now, the first thing that we have to know under friendship is you need to get to know your partner. Yes, a lot of you will tell me, I know his favorite meal, I know our favorite color. It's beyond that. You need to, sit down and have a question, a heart to heart talk where you get to know your partner. Okay, what irritates them? What turns them off? What was their favorite childhood memories? What is that thing now that excites them that does not really need you to put in much effort to get them excited? What is their favorite sport, their favorite movie, their, how their favorite pose? Just ask random question that is beyond your favorite color. What food do they like most? Where do they like going? Yes, who do they like to be with? What's their favorite time like? What like how just get to know their emotional knowledge. How do they react to things when happy? How do you know what faces do they put on when happy or when sad or when excited? So these are the questions you need to get to know your partner. sit down and ask them about their past. I don't mean like what really happened or this horrible past. No, I mean sit with them and get to know them. Anything that you just imagine as knowing your partner, get to know them, because a lot of couples, when you ask them, they don't even know their partner. Now the second point under friendship is nurture admiration. A lot of people, yeah, the moment you're married to your spouse, you believe they are fine, like what's there to admire about them, and then you choose to ignore them. And even those that admire things, okay, let me just give you what you need to admire about them. You can write it down. What exactly drew you to them? What attracted you to them? The first meeting, how was it like? What are the positive things that your partners demonstrated to you that made you fell in love with them? What you most respect about your partner? Why your partner was such a good catch for you, how fortunate you are to find them. Think about something that has right, anything that that could have turned you off about them, but you actually accepted it and it actually made you happy. Those times that you were still dating or cutting, what were the things that could have turned you off, but because of love, you were able to overlook it. So that is also admiration. And also praise your partner in public, respect them, praise them in public, praise them in private. If it's their walking steps that you like that got you attracted to them, admire it. If it's anything about them that attracts you, just nurture admiration. That is one of the ingredients that builds friendship up. And then we're going to move to bidding. Yes, bidding. That is, you should always turn towards your partner. That is how to build a great friendship and even a great marriage. Always turn towards your partner. Don't make them feel like you are always against them or you always turn away from them. Yes, you can turn away from your partner. You can also turn against them. So don't turn against them. Turn towards them. Even when it looks like, oh, they've done it really, really wrong, can you still turn towards them? There is a way you can rebuke in love. Playful bidding, yes, playful bidding. You play with them, you play with them. And then I'm going to move to the next point, which is caring days. This caring days is a way to actually build friendship by restoring feelings of love and goodwill in your relationship. How do I mean? That unpleasant chore that you don't like doing, do it with them. Yes, that is a way you care for them. Days that you know that they just snap out of nowhere. Can you give them a hug instead of giving back to them the same energy that was shown to you? A random message coming back from home and coming with gift is not a bad idea. You can also, apart from that, get flowers, a random text at work, hey babe, I love you, a SMS, WhatsApp status, post them, flaunt them. These are caring days, even when they feel lowliest, most especially women, when they are on their period, they can be cranky, you can just do random things for them to make them feel love. And then the next point under this friendship, how to build friendship state, is fun and recreation. You see, a lot of couples, when you ask them, when you go into an interview with them, they will tell you that they don't even go for fun. You don't have to go into a recreation center to have fun. Even in your compound, you can play football together, play ludo. Get what? These are just bonding time for you. You can watch your favorite movies together. You can just do necessary things without being competitive. Yes, how do I mean being competitive? I might know, or I might love to play football. Why my spouses does not even love to play football? Why? Probably because growing up something must have happened. But it's a way of making me feel loved. If he joins me in playing football, because that is what I enjoy doing most. It's not like after doing this now, it would enforce me to join in. No, of course, I know that it is a good thing for me to also do what? To reciprocate the love by joining him in what? in his own fun and recreation activities. If it's book that he loves reading, can you take time to read it together? Brainstorm on some new activities that you both could enjoy together. You know, if it's diving, hiking, playing, anything that you just find really interesting, do it together. And then the uh, fifth point, or is it the fourth point now, under this is under friendship stage is sexuality and romance. Is sexuality is more physical, while romance is more mental. You see, that erotic act that leads to intercourse and orgasm is sex. While romance is more of, emotional connection. It's more mental, yes. It's you making a deposit into one another emotional bank. And I've talked about emotions in our, is it second videos or that? I've spoken about emotional connection. So now, if you are this kind of person that you are always involved sexually with your partner and not romantically involved, you need to get your head right about sex and romance in order for this to be involved in your marriage. Now, what am I saying? If you have a poor upbringing or even a poor mindset about sex, of course, there won't be great friendship or even romance in your marriage. So you don't need to see sex as a core. How do I mean? If there is something that is missing in your sexual life with your spouse, just have an exploratory conversation about it with them. Talk openly about sex with each other. Outside sexual encounter, what is working, what is not working, are you getting yourselves enough? Time to feel aroused. Does your sex time feel rushed? How pleasurable is it for each of you or for both of you? How often do you like sex? Where and when do you like it? Yes, you can like it wild, you can like it in the car, you can like it. Is it always the same, or do we just bring variety in terms of the day, the time, the location? Most couples, they have sex in the night. Why? Because they would have gone to work and come back and then start having sex in the night. But you can have it randomly. You don't have to have a timetable for it. You need to change location in order to enhance your experience. Who initiates more? How does this person initiate? These are the questions that you need to ask each other. What will make the experience more pleasurable for each of you? This is a question that you need to talk about. Your area of fantasy for you to have a great sexual experience, because and like romance that I said, romance is emotional deposit. If you sat down to talk with your partner, if you know what they like, if you could get gifts, speak their love language, you are romantically involved, because mentally you are preparing them for the erotically moves, that is the physical activities that follow. And of course, no one would be forced to actually have sex with each other if all of these are in place. Now, I'm going to give you some guidelines that you need in order for you to enhance your sexual life. You need to know and understand the timing, and also to let go of assumption. You start with the soft time set up. You have to make the conversation two-way. Be a good listener. Be patient with your spouse. Write down your thoughts or expectation. Clarify it, communicate it before and after the sex. Even during the sex, you can still be what? Speak out what you want. And also, I want you to know that you need to be fully involved. Yes, you need to be ready to please your partner and to also be as satisfied in the pleasure. Be authentic during the experience. Show your partner, then show up for your partner. Be a giver and also be a receiver. So we have a lot to talk about. So, but I'm not going to, go deeper, even though I've spoken a lot. But I just believe that if all of these are in place, your marriage is going to experience a great friendship, because there is absolutely nothing that you can talk about considering your partner's feelings and understanding that you are for each other. You are intentional about building a great friendship in order to have a great and happy marriage. So if you really enjoyed this video, please, I want you to check out the previous series. Yes, the previous point I've spoken on this series. They are lengthy, but they are definitely going to bless you, because most of these things are are learned by experience, yes, are learned by knowledge, yes, and I have really made a lot of deposit into knowledge when it comes to marriages. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Joy Odwan, your blessing. If you find this video worthy, like it, share it, drop a comment, subscribe to our channel, and also I'll see you in my next video. Please do have a great marriage. Pray for your spouse, love your spouse, build great friendship with him, and everything will go well. Marriage is God ordained. It is beautiful, and it involves a lot of what? Intentionality. May our marriage be among the best in Jesus' name. I love you, and I wish you great and happy marriage. Bye.